Hello students, Namaskar. In our previous 3 lectures, we have covered 4 properties of determinants. Here, we will be talking about the next property of the determinant, that is the 5th property of the determinants. Here I write the 5th property of the determinants, and the statement is, if all the elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 or, this can be taken under bracket, 2 or more determinants. This is the statement of the 5th property of the determinant, students. You need to understand the statement carefully, students. What is the statement? If all the elements of any row or maybe of column of a determinant are expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 terms, then the determinant can also be expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 determinants here. Here I explain you by taking some examples, students. Suppose this is a determinant of order 3 and the elements are x, y, z, p, q, r, and here is plus a, plus b, plus c, and here suppose I can write m, n, o. This is a determinant, students. What we notice in this particular determinant, we notice that all the elements of R2 are expressed as sum of 2 terms. All these 3 elements of R2, the second row, are expressed as sum of 2 terms. Therefore, this determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. See, this particular determinant can be written as the first determinant, here x, y, z, and this is m, n, o, and in the first plus another determinant will be writing here, and in that determinant also here it is x, y, z, and this is m, n, o. In the first determinant we will be writing p, q, and r, and in the second determinant we will be writing a, b, and c. I have written here. This is how, if a determinant is expressed as or you can say, if any row or any column of a determinant is expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 or more than 2 determinants. I am sure you have understood. Suppose here if I write plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, one more terms here, see, I have included plus 4, and this is here. Here what do we notice, students? all the terms of R2 are expressed as sum of 3 terms. Therefore, this determinant can be expressed as sum of 3 determinants. The first determinant will be x, y, z, p, q, r, m, n, o. Okay. The second determinant will be plus the second determinant will be x, y, z, a, b, c, m, n, o. Plus the third determinant will be x, y, z, 2, 3, 4, m, n, o. So if this is so, then since R2 contains all the terms, or you can say all the elements expressed as sum of 3 terms, therefore this determinant can be expressed as sum of 3 determinants. First will be this only, as p, q, r are available, and the second will be a, b, c are the terms, so second will be this one, plus what will be the third? Plus third will be, here it is x, y, z only, and this is m, n, o only, and here the 2, 3, 4, this will be 2, 3, 4. So I am sure you understood now what is the statement of the fifth property of the determinants and how it is used. We will be verifying, students, this particular property by taking some examples. Here we go. Students, suppose there is a determinant and the determinant is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 2, 3, 3. This is a determinant. Dear students, if I want, I can write this as 2 plus 2, I can write this as 2 plus 3, and this as 4 plus 2. Okay. Then according to this particular property, R2 contains all the 3 elements expressed as sum of 2 terms. Therefore, this determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. The first determinant will be 1, 2, 3, and here 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, and this will be 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, plus sign, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this will be 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, and this 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. I am sure you understood. Since R2 contains all the terms expressed as sum of 2 terms, or you can say R2 contains all the elements expressed as sum of 2 terms, therefore the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. The first one will be, there will be no change in R1 and R3, and the first determinant will contain 2, 2, 4, and the second determinant will contain 2, 3, 2. That is what I have written here. Now if you simplify and if you get the value of this particular determinant and then the values of these 2 determinants, and if you add them, you will get the same value. That can quickly be verified, students. How it will be verified? Here, since it is 4, consider this as 4, this as 5, and this as 6. So when we find the value of this particular determinant, we get 1 times 5, 6, 3, 3, 5, 6, 3, 3, minus 2 times 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, and plus 3 times a determinant 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and when we simplify this, that is equal to, here is 15 minus 18, 15 minus 18, and then minus 2 times 4 3 is 12 and 6 3 it is 12 minus 12, that will be equal to 0. 12 minus 12 once I am writing here, and then plus 3 times it is 12 minus 10, 12 minus 10 I have written here. Okay, 4 6 2 3, the second one 4 6 2. Okay students, now here we get 15 minus 18 is equal to minus 3, this term will be 0, and here we get 3 times 12 minus 10 is equal to 2, so it will be plus 6. Hence minus 3 times plus 6 is equal to 3 is the value of this particular determinant. What is the value of this particular determinant? 3 is the value of this particular determinant. Now we have got the value of this particular determinant as 3. Now if you find the values of these two determinants and add them, you will get it equal to 3 only. We have got the value of this one as 3. Now let us find the values of these two determinants, students. So the value of the first determinant, if I try to get, then it is 1 times 2 4 3 3 2 4 3 3, then minus 2 times 2 4 2 3 2 4 2 3, and then plus 3 times here is a determinant 2 2 2 3 2 2 2 3. When we simplify this, students, we do get 6 minus 12 minus 2 times 6 minus 8 and then plus 3 times 6 minus 4. Hence if we simplify, 6 minus 12 is equal to minus 6, minus 2 times it is minus 2 only, so it will be minus 2 times 6 minus 8 is equal to minus 2, so it will be plus 4, and eventually plus 3 times plus 2 and it will be 6. These are cancelled and 4 is the value of this particular determinant. What have we got the value of this particular determinant? 4 is the value of this particular determinant. Now eventually we will be finding the value of this particular determinant. Let us get, students, first of all 1 times the determinant 3 2 3 3 and then minus sign 2 times the determinant 2 2 2 3 and then plus 3 times the determinant, and the determinant will be here, leaving this 2 3 2 3. Okay, that's fine, students. Now what do we notice? The value of this particular determinant is equal to 0, as R1 and R2 are identical. Therefore the value of this one is equal to 0, so 3 times 0 will be equal to 0 only. We have to simplify only these two. So here we go, is equal to 9 minus 6, so 1 times 9 minus 6, and then minus 2 times 6 minus 4. Dear students, now 9 minus 6 is equal to, it will be 3, and this side minus 2 times, and it is plus 2. So we have what? 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 1. What is the value of this particular determinant? We have got minus 1. Okay, students, why did I simplify these two terms only? As the value of this particular term is 0, as both of the rows of this particular determinant are identical. Dear students, here we see, we got the value of this particular determinant as 3, value of this determinant as 4, okay, and the value of this particular determinant as minus 1. Now you can see, if you add both of these, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 only. So the value of this determinant 3 is equal to the sum of values of these two determinants. I have verified this particular property by taking this as an illustrative example. I am sure you understood this particular property well. What is the property and how do we use it? We can quickly take some more expressions or some more determinants to use this. Suppose there is a determinant a plus b, p plus q, r plus a plus b, p plus q, r plus s, suppose, and here 1 2 3 4 5 6. What do we notice here? C1 of this particular determinant, means the first column of this determinants, contains all three elements expressed as sum of two terms. Therefore, the determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants. And which will be those two determinants? APR, and there will be no change in these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay, and there the C1 will be BQS, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how you must be able to use this particular property. If any determinants row or column is expressed as sum of two or more than two terms, then you must be able to simplify the determinant of this particular form, or you must be able to express the determinant as sum of two or more than two terms. I am sure you have understood this particular property well. Thank you very much.